Ah, it's a wonderful world that we live in, isn't it? Not 20 hours after ordering an item that I thought wasn't available anywhere. Scan Computers here. I'm not sponsored by them, don't worry. I just find their service pretty good. Have delivered me my GTX 1080 Ti. And I'm going to do a quick unboxing of it. And I'm going to try and make it quick because an unboxing of graphics cards is not really the most interesting thing in the world, is it? Because most graphics cards come with pretty much the same kind of stuff. The moment I ordered, or very shortly after I ordered yesterday, I was sent some activation codes for the free software you get with this card. So presumably they don't ship any software with this. I mean, who does that anymore? It's all kind of available online, and you just get it from whatever site, and presumably it's available on Steam or something. And you can download the games, but I don't really want that. Don't care about that. I went with EVGA. I've used their cards in the past, and one thing I do want to say very, very quickly now for anyone who's interested. Would anyone want a free, not a 980 Ti, because I'm going to sell that, but I've also got a couple of graphics cards previous to that. Does anyone want a 680? A GTX 680? It's quite an old card now, but would anyone want one of those? If I might do a giveaway on that, if that's something that anyone would be interested in, I'd happily give that away for nothing, with I don't know, a simple question or some sort of competition or something like that. I don't know. It's not the most amazing prize for anyone who's probably watching this video, because anyone who's watching this video probably wants this card, not a 680 from however many years ago. So here we go, the EVGA Geforce GTX 1080 Ti Founders Edition. Very nice. So with its DisplayPort, HDMI, 3 display ports and 1 HDMI out. All very good. Let's open up the box with my trusty Robert Welsh knife that I tend to use for these things. Right, it's got little bits down the side here, so let's just slot those open. I'm not actually anti-static here, so I don't want to trash this card. I think, obviously, people are probably more interested in the performance of the card rather than unboxing, so I appreciate that. So, you know, if you're watching this and you like watching unboxings, then that's fine, but I know that... Sorry, I really can't get this out. Right. This is clearly aimed at 10-year-olds or something, because it comes with stickers and a poster. I mean, seriously, what would my partner say if I put a poster up in my living room? I mean, we have a child, and he'd probably like it, actually. What? Why do I want this? Why do I want this? Just don't send me this stuff. Just... And these stickers... Honestly, am I gonna put these up? Am I gonna do anything with a sticker that's got a speed gauge on it? I hate these. In my day job, I discourage people to use these in any of their BI presentation sort of stuff. Right, we have a power connector. So this is our old style power connector to the. You can sort of see that type. The old type of power connectors that no one really has anymore, to the one for the graphics cards, and this one is standard. Yeah, the more standard power connector. Oh, okay. It comes with DisplayPort to DVI. So if you're still using a monitor that uses DVI instead, then you get a DisplayPort, a full-size DisplayPort to DVI. That's quite nice for them to put that in. Oh, it says there we go, DP to DVI dongle. Yes, that would have been a better description, wouldn't it? And a user guide. All right. All right, yeah, probably worth checking how to set it up, how to set up the power. Okay, no, I can see this being useful for SLI, for four-way SLI. Can you imagine four-way SLI with one of these beasts? Crazy. And here it is, the beauty itself. The EVGA Founders Edition, non-fancy, basically looks like Nvidia. Geforce GTX 1080 Ti, a replacement for my 980 Ti, uses the Pascal architecture and has 11 gig of DDR5X memory on board and has 3,584 CUDA cores. And I'll just quickly take it out of the box if I can. Just, okay, so it's nicely protected, kind of all around it there. And here are our 4 ports at the end. There's really nothing to it. It's a graphics card. If you're watching this, you know what a graphics card looks like. Pretty nice though, hey? So, what I'm gonna do now before I think I'll take this off. Don't want this on. Oh, nice. Sorry, this is all getting a bit weird, isn't it? Before I go any further, I'm going to get my 5D out with its macro lens and take some sexy tech pictures of this card because it's all glossy and silvery before I put it in the case and it turns into a dust magnet. I'm going to take some pictures with my macro lens and I'll post them up online. I'll put a link in the description below and you can take a look at those if you'd like to have some pictures for your desktop done with this. And take a look at them, see what you think, and download them if you want them. There you go. But yeah, let me know about the 680. Anyone still interested in the 680? Still a useful card? Don't know. But quick unboxing there of the GTX 1080 Ti. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye. As ever with these things, this proved to be not simple at all. You can kind of tell that by the fact I've got a pair of scissors out. The vacuum cleaner is mandatory in every situation like this. I don't know how well vacuum cleaners actually are around sort of electrostatic sensitive components. But you know what? I've done it every time I've done something like this and I just need to get the crap that builds up in a PC. But the reason I've got it open and on the floor like this, I was hoping to just get in the side of it and pull it out, is that the clip on the PCIe socket, the little clip that holds in, you know, it kind of latches shut when you push the card down. I can't get to it because the card, you can't get it from this side under the card, and the processor fan and processor sort of the ventilation fan unit is in the way. So I had to kind of get a pair of scissors down and push it, you know, in a really precarious way, trying not to push too hard. So if I slipped, I would have, you know, hit the motherboard and maybe damaged something, and it's just proved to be a nightmare. So this is my this is the PC that I do most of my work on. A couple of hard drives in here, a couple of solid states, a couple of standards, 2011 socket PC. I can't remember the spec, 3.6 gig I think. 32 gig of memory there. You can't probably see it on this particular shot. Here's the 980. There's the GTX 980 Ti, which is coming out, and the 1080 is now going in. Using a Corsair HX 1200i power supply, probably overkill for anything, any kind of PC like this. I think, you know, people tend to assume that big numbers are good, but with power supplies, sort of from an electronic standpoint, any kind of headroom can't be a bad thing. If you need 500 watts, and you know, if you're using a dummy load and a transmitter, if you're pushing out 500 watts, you don't ever use a dummy load that's rated at 5, 6, 7, 8, 800 watts. You'd use a 15 kilowatt dummy load. It just ticks along nicely then. That's my theory with power supplies. So let's get on with it and put the 1080 in and try and get all this stuff back together. Oh, quickly, this is my favorite item. It never comes out. This is the RME Fireface UFX. It's a beautiful piece of equipment. It's a rack mount sound card, and I just love it. Absolutely love it. Look at the I/O on that. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's a beautifully made bit of kit. It sits on top of the PC, and I just wish it was up there on the desk and I could play around with it more, but it doesn't need to. It's a workhorse. It does a great job. It's never let me down. I love that sound card.